What credit card do I use? How are you guys doing today? My name is Apple, and today we are filling in the financial gap between schools and the real world. And today we're talking about is what credit card I actually use in my day-to-day life. We're gonna be talking about my current credit card and just sort of when I got it, why I got it, and what kind of credit card it actually is. So before we hop right in, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend, and let us get to it. So this video is sort of a follow-up to my video I made about a week ago about my first credit card. So if you haven't checked that video out yet, be sure to do so. But this video is sort of a follow-up to that. When did I get my first credit card? I got my first credit card in 2018. January. So just a couple months ago, I went out and I got my new credit card. I walked into the bank, US Bank, and I talked to the banker and I said, hey, I am looking to, I've been building credit for a while and I'm looking to sort of upgrade my card to a card that would allow me to have some more perks rather than just building my credit score, because I have been building my credit score for a while and now I sort of want to upgrade from this starter card that I originally had to something that would allow me to take advantage of some perks, maybe some cash back, maybe some frequent flyer miles, anything like that, to just sort of get me some rewards for the money that I was already spending and building credit on. I was just like, hey, this is a logical next step for me. I have been using a credit card responsibly for about a year now, so I would like to sort of upgrade to something more beneficial for me. So I went in and I literally sat down with this dude for like 5 minutes, and he called up the hotline and he just like told him my name and stuff, and they're like, yep, sure, good to go, it'll be in the mail in a week. So that was great. I didn't even have to tell them how much money I was making. They didn't ask me any questions. They literally just asked me for my name and my current card, and they just upgraded me right to the next level, which was great. So be sure to stick around and I'll tell you guys what credit card that actually is. Pretty cool card. I would recommend it. I'm actually getting a lot of cash back right now, which is great. But what they also did with this upgrade is they didn't even tell me. They just boosted my limit by $500. So they moved me up from a $1,500 limit to a $2,000 limit, which is great because that lowers my credit utilization even more. But I didn't even know that was a thing they were doing until I looked at my statement the next month, and I was like, whoa, I guess I have a higher limit now. So that's great. So awesome. So that was when I got it. Now, why did I get it? So like I said, I wanted to get some perks. So I've been building my credit for a while. I'd had this card since March of 2017. So nearing a year, about 8 months, 10 months, something like that. I'm not sure. But I'd had this card for a while, been building my credit score, and I was like, hey, I would love some perks for this money that I'm spending, some cash back, some rewards, something. So that's what I did. I did some research. I looked at what US Bank had to offer because I kind of wanted to stick with them just because that's where my checking account is, and it's easier to pay off my card right away if I have those at the same place. So I looked into what they had, and I found this really cool card that I went out and got. And sort of my main criteria was I wanted to get 5% cash back on Amazon. That was like my #1 goal for this credit card. I was like, I spend so much money on Amazon. I spend the majority of my money on Amazon. I get a ton of groceries off Amazon, a bunch of like school supplies, all that good stuff. Just get it right off of Amazon, my textbooks. So I was like, I really want to get some cash back on Amazon, and 5% would be amazing. So I originally applied for the Amazon Visa rewards card, whatnot, Amazon Prime card. Made a video about that, why I got rejected for that card actually. So I did get rejected for that, but I did find another card that US Bank had to offer that would also give me that same 5% cash back on Amazon, which was great. So I went out and I got that card. So I think this was just a logical step for me to move up the credit card ladder and sort of move from an intro card to a more advanced card that would offer me some serious benefits like some cash back. So let's talk about what card that actually is that I'm getting that cash back with. It is called the US Bank Cash Plus card. So the US Bank cards, they started at the Visa Signature Platinum card, which is what I started out with. But then as you move up the ranks, there is sort of the Cash Plus, and then there is the Cash 365, and those two are at about the same level. With the Cash 365, you actually get 1.5% cash back on everything you spend money on, which is great. But with the Cash Plus, it is pretty different from that in that there are different categories that have different rates that you get cash back with. So with this card, it was really easy to upgrade. Like I said, I walked in the bank, told them my name, and they practically just said, all right, we'll send you the card in the mail. So it was a very, very simple process. I don't even know if they looked at my credit score, to be honest, but they sent me that card right away. It was super easy to upgrade. It was super easy to just integrate. I already had the account with the bank, and they actually kept my credit card number, which was fantastic. They just literally upgraded me to this next level, got the same number, everything. So in all my accounts and stuff where I have recurring payments, any bills or Amazon and stuff, I didn't have to go in and change my credit card number at all, which was fantastic. It's still in there, which is great. So I really like that, how if you stick with the same bank, they can sort of keep you with the same number, and it just makes things a lot easier. So that was great, and they did boost me up, like I said, to a $2,000 limit now, so I'm able to lower my credit utilization from where it was with a $1,500 limit. It is now lower, and with this new card, my APR did drop a little bit, so now I'm only paying about 21% in interest if I do carry a balance, which I never do. Would never recommend you carry a balance on your credit card. That will hurt your credit score, and that will seriously hurt your wealth, because 21% interest on anything is not going to be worth it. That is just ridiculous amount to be paying, and over time that's going to add up massively. So don't carry a balance on your credit card, moral of the story. And okay, so with this card, there were also no fees, just like with my original card. No monthly fees, no annual fees, none of that crap. Just a card that would give me some cash back and not charge me any money for it, which is great. That's exactly what I was looking for. And they also do have a 0% intro interest rate, so that's great. So I still have 0% interest if I did slip up, if I forgot to pay my bill one month, which is awesome. Don't think that's going to happen, but if it does, I know I got that to fall back on. And how the cashback works with the Cash Plus card, it's a little bit tricky, but let me try to explain it to you guys real quick. So it goes like this. All right, so how this works, it's a little bit confusing, but let me just explain it to you guys real quick. It's a 5-2-1 plan. Oh my. It's a 5-2-1 plan, so 5-2-1. And let's start with the 1. So the 1 is cash back on everything. So you get 1% cash back on everything you spend money for, regardless of what it is. So that's just regardless. So everything is at least 1%. However, some stuff is 2%. And with the 2%, there are 3 categories that you can choose from. And these are 3 everyday categories. So in this 2% cash back, there are things like gas, groceries, and I'm forgetting the third one, but it's mostly like gas, groceries, and there's a third thing that's like an everyday category. So with my 2%, I put it towards groceries because I don't have a car here on campus, so I spend a lot on groceries. So 2% towards groceries, that's great. So I got 2% on groceries. And then with the 5%, there are like 12 different categories that you can choose from for the 5%. You get to pick 2. So you get to pick 2. Here you pick 1. Pick 1, pick 2. And with your pick 2, these categories are more specialty focused. So there's stuff like gym memberships, restaurants, bookstores, utility payments, and there's just a ton of different categories here. And the one that I like the most is bookstores, because if you actually use bookstores as one of your 5% categories, it'll actually count for Amazon. They have Amazon classified as a bookstore. So if you do that, you can actually get 5% back on all your Amazon purchases, which is a little Easter egg that not a lot of people know about. So I like to do that, and that's one of my pick 2 categories right now. And my second pick 2 category, I think it's restaurants. Because again, eating out as a college student, that is something that I do on a somewhat regular basis, not too regularly, but once in a while. So I like to have that category as well, give me some 5% cash back. And these 5% cash back categories do rotate every quarter, so they'll add in a couple new ones, take out a couple old ones, and you have to remember to update them every quarter. So every quarter you get to pick new ones. But yeah, every single quarter you get 2 5% categories, 1 2% category, and everything else is just 1%. And there are no limits on there's no limits on your 1 and 2% stuff, but on the 5% stuff, I think they do cap it at like $2,000 a quarter, which for me, that's not a problem at all because I'm not going to be spending $2,000 every 3 months on Amazon and restaurants, so that's not a big deal at all. So yeah, so that's basically my current credit card. Just want to show you guys when I got it, why I got it, and how it works, which card it is. So again, that's the Cash Plus card from US Bank. If you're interested at all, I would definitely recommend it. It's a very, very nice card. It gets me a good amount of cash back, a lot more than my original card, which got me 0. So it's a good step up in the credit card ladder for me. I think it is very beneficial that I moved up, and I really like this card a lot, so I would highly recommend it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with a friend. I will see you tomorrow, and until next time.